Be me, 22 years old. Life feels like it's moving fast. I finally met someone I trust. Someone who makes me feel safe. We've been dating for some months. Every day feels lighter with them. But today is different and heavy. Because tonight I meet their family. I've heard so many stories about it. How strict the parents can be. How their gaze sees through people. How nothing ever escapes their eyes. I keep thinking about what to wear. Changing outfits again and again. Nothing feels good enough tonight. My palms are sweating already now. And the day hasn't even started yet. I stare at my reflection in silence. Telling myself to calm down, breathe. Reminding myself it's just dinner. But deep down I know it's more. Because this isn't just any meeting. This is the kind that stays forever. The kind you remember years later. The kind you never really forget. The afternoon drags but also flies. Time feels warped when you are nervous. Every minute echoes inside my chest. I rehearse answers in my head, imagining questions they might ask. About work, about school, about goals. About my family and my upbringing. And whether I am good enough. I keep picturing their raised brows. The small pauses after my answers. Their eyes scanning for weaknesses. Their smiles hiding little judgments. It makes me bite my lip hard. The taste of worry feels metallic. My heart keeps pounding louder still. I wonder if they'll like my laugh. Or if it will sound too nervous. I wonder if they'll like my voice. Or think I speak far too softly. Suddenly every small detail matters. Like how I sit and how I breathe. Like how I use my hands to talk. Like whether I finish all the food. Like whether I remember each name. The ride to their house feels endless. My legs bounce against the car floor. Each streetlight passes like a spotlight, as if announcing my nervous arrival. I keep staring out of the window, but all I see is my reflection. Eyes wide and shoulders drawn tight. I repeat silent promises to myself. Be polite, be kind, stay calm. Don't let fear ruin this moment. I imagine their house standing tall, windows glowing with warm yellow light. But warmth doesn't reach my chest. It feels like walking into an exam, where every gesture is graded silently, where every smile is weighed carefully. And failing means more than a bad mark. Failing means losing someone I love. Failing means rewriting my own story. I clench my hands until they ache, trying to keep my voice steady inside. Trying to believe that I belong here. Trying to believe I can be enough, even when doubt whispers otherwise. We pull into the driveway slowly. The house looks bigger up close now. Its porch light spills across the yard, like a stage waiting for my entrance. My chest tightens as the car stops. Doors creak open into the cool air. I hear laughter faintly from inside. The sound makes my heart skip faster. My legs feel stiff as I climb out. Each step toward the porch feels heavy. I notice little details all around me. Fresh flowers planted by the doorway. Shoes neatly lined beside the mat. A family portrait framed on the wall. Smiling faces staring from another life. My throat dries when I ring the bell. And the sound seems too loud, sharp. My heartbeat drowns out everything else. The door swings open almost instantly. Warm light floods into my vision. And there they stand, waiting calmly. Eyes sharp but smiles polite, steady. Their presence fills the whole doorway. Like the air itself bends around them. The greeting feels rehearsed yet heavy. Their voices smooth but slightly distant. I step inside with careful movements. My shoes squeak softly against the floor. The hallway smells of polished wood. And something faintly sweet from the oven. Family photos line the narrow walls. Smiles frozen in neat golden frames. I catch glimpses as we pass quickly. Faces younger, moments long preserved. My pulse quickens under their glances. Every nod feels like quiet inspection. My name spoken with careful precision, as though they are testing its sound. I answer with a smile too tight, trying to disguise the nerves inside. My palms damp, hidden in my pockets. Words gather but scatter before release. Every sentence feels like walking glass, measured carefully to avoid one crack. They gesture toward the dining room, a table set with perfect intention. glasses sparkling beneath soft candles. A silence hums under every detail. I take my seat at the table. The chair creaks under my weight. Silverware glimmers in the candlelight. Napkins folded like fragile sculptures. The air feels heavier with each breath. They sit across, hands resting calmly. Their eyes study me without hesitation, like scanning pages of an open book. Their silence speaks louder than words. My throat tightens when I reach forward, lifting the glass with a trembling hand. Water tastes sharper than usual tonight. I feel my pulse echo in my ears. Their questions arrive slow but precise, asked with smiles yet cutting deeper. Where do you work? How long there? What are your plans, your direction? Each answer feels like a confession. Each pause like a warning signal. I fight to steady my own voice, layering confidence over quiet panic, wondering if they sense the cracks, wondering if they see through me, while the candles burn steady, unshaken. The meal begins with careful rhythm. Plates pass smoothly hand to hand, steam rising gently into the silence. The food looks perfect, almost staged. Every bite tastes rich yet fragile, as though flavor hides sharp questions. Their voices weave through conversation, light jokes masking sharper inquiries. Stories about work slip into advice, advice shaped like subtle correction. My laugh sounds thinner than usual, like it doesn't fully belong here. Each smile they give feels measured, a scale weighing every small reaction. I shift in my seat unconsciously, feet tapping softly under the table, hands gripping silverware too tightly. Their words flow but eyes never drift. Always focused, always circling closer. My chest grows tighter with each glance. A storm of thoughts begins to swirl. Should I speak more or stay quieter? Should I push back or remain soft? Each decision feels like a test tonight. The conversation turns toward the past. Memories surface wrapped in careful tones. Stories of childhood filled with lessons, each detail chosen with sharp intention. I nod politely, though unease grows. The weight of history presses my chest. Their glances sharpen with each sentence, testing my reactions like hidden traps. Laughter breaks out but feels restrained, a melody carrying notes of warning. They ask about my family's traditions, about values and how I was raised. My answers stumble, patched together quickly, trying to sound both honest and fitting. My heartbeat drums against my ribs. Every word feels like balancing glass. The silence after each phrase stretches, thick and heavy, impossible to ignore. I wonder if they see through me, if cracks in my mask are already visible. The table seems brighter, almost blinding, while my confidence slips like sand, and I brace for questions yet unspoken, waiting for the moment it all unravels. The main course arrives in silence, plates lowered with delicate precision. The aroma should feel comforting warm, but instead it coils like a rope, tightening around the edges of calm. I chew slowly, forcing every swallow, while their questions circle back again. Not louder, not harsher, just sharper, cutting into the heart of intentions, asking where I see myself tomorrow, how I handle storms when they rise, if I can stand steady under pressure. My fork trembles with each small pause. Their eyes catch every subtle gesture, every flicker of doubt in my face. I try to answer with steady rhythm, but my voice feels thin, almost distant, like it's slipping through cracked glass. They smile softly, but it isn't comfort. It feels like acknowledgement of truth, as though my weakness has been spotted and recorded silently between us all. I fight the urge to look away quickly, knowing avoidance would betray more, knowing this dinner is far from over. The air thickens with unspoken weight. Dessert is served but no one tastes. Forks rest lightly, eyes remain focused. Their words soften yet cut much deeper. Phrases framed as kindness feel like judgment. Each smile carries shadows underneath calm. I force small nods to keep the rhythm, pretending to absorb each polished line. But inside my chest the storm rages. Every breath feels tighter, more unsteady. I sense they measure how I endure, whether I bend or whether I break. My hands grip the table for anchor. My heart pounds like a drum of warning. I wonder if I am passing their test, or slowly crumbling under their silence. The light above seems colder, harsher. Faces blur into one collective gaze, their unity against my fragile stance. The sweetness of dessert turns bitter, as if sugar can no longer soothe. I brace for one final sharp strike, the closing words that decide my fate. The evening closes with fragile silence. Chairs slide back against polished floor. Their goodbyes sound calm, almost gentle. Yet each tone carries unspoken verdicts. I step outside into colder air. The night wraps tightly around my skin. Every heartbeat echoes with quiet relief. Those shadows of doubt follow behind. I replay each moment inside my head. Every glance, every pause, every question. Searching for cracks I could not hide. Wondering what judgment waits unspoken. The sky above feels heavy with weight, but freedom breathes fresh in the dark. I survive their table, their eyes, their test. Though survival feels far from victory, still, there is strength in endurance. Even in trembling, I stayed upright. Even in fear, I did not flee. Perhaps that is enough for tonight. Perhaps tomorrow I will rise stronger, carrying scars instead of shame. And now I ask you listening here, have you ever faced such judgment? Would you have stood or fallen?